Hi everyone, we're back. It's the Maz and Mo show. I'm your host Mo, and this is my buddy and lifelong friend Maz. What did you think about the this week's football games? I mean, honestly, the Premier League is going to an even further level of low when it comes to refereeing. With all due respect to the referee himself, I believe the VAR guy is the one to call out here. What do you think, Maz?
Well, I mean, he's Paul Tierney, so I don't need to say much. I
Yeah,
mean, there's a long
it's not a
history.
surprise. Yeah,
The
it's not
thing
a
is that
surprise.
I think everyone, almost everyone, not almost 100% from the reactions which I've read, even on Sky Sports, even Mike Dean, it's a clear red. There's no doubt about it.
Uh,
There's no doubt about it.
on Arabic commentary, طارق الجلامه, Jalam, or whatever. I mean, either or. Said it's not only a direct red card, he should have been sent to prison for that challenge because it shows there was malice and he did it deliberately to hurt the McAllister, and he targeted the exact guy that he would like. I mean, Tarkovsky's not an idiot. When he did that challenge, he left his foot exactly where it was, raised it a bit higher, and then went for McAllister's. I believe it was right calf. And honestly, if it didn't buckle, it would have been broken. I mean, I was
Well,
terrified when he was on
yeah.
the pitch.
And if that wasn't enough, I mean, look at the tackle of Pickford on Nunez. I mean, I know it was a foul. I know it was a foul, but look at the tackle itself. I mean, there's a fine line between tough and dirty, and this is dirty. You're targeting to injure a player. You're targeting his knee. You're targeting to end his season, and he's done that with Van Dijk. He didn't even apologize. And what baffles me is after the tackles, they do this fist pumping, and it's like they've done something. This is dirty. This is low. I get the point that Everton is in a deep shit now. I get that because they're 15th in the league. This is the biggest achievement to stop Liverpool from winning the league, but this is very, 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 very low. I'm not going to talk about the referees because I mean it's documented. I think even
I
the Arsenal fans will agree on some of the decisions of the referees. It's not about the season. This is continuing, so I don't get it. Where is the problem?
I, Mas, it's not a problem. I mean, it's common sense. The referee on the pitch, I can kind of see it his way because if you really look at it from where the angle of the referee was, the tackle happened onto the left leg while the right leg was behind it. So he might not have seen it, okay? But I mean, VAR, for God's sakes, why
Yeah,
do we have it?
yeah. The
Why
VAR.
do we have it?
He should have been called to see it on the screen.
Easy.
That's the minimum. Go and see it on the screen. But again, I'm not surprised anymore.
No. It's not about being surprised or not. It's just about being. I mean, when is this? When is they promised us it's going to get better with VAR,
No,
and I don't see it. I'm sorry. I mean, last
it's
year
not.
the decision. Remember the Doku on McAllister in the penalty box, and everyone was like, it would have ruined the game. It was a great game. This would have ruined it and all that stuff. And then the PGMOL puts it on their website as being that image that
It
this
should
is
be penalty.
this should
Yeah,
be
it's
called
a
a
fault.
foul,
Yeah.
and it's embarrassing. I swear. I mean, sorry guys, we're just talking about the game has just finished. It's been I think 15 minutes, 20 minutes since the Liverpool Everton game was concluded, but the issue that I'm facing is um, I think Howard Webb really needs to look himself in the mirror. I'm not blaming the referees anymore. Okay, the person in charge of these guys needs to question himself. I don't really remember him
Well,
being an
Mo,
exceptional referee
you're
at the
asking
time.
Howard Webb to be objective, to be neutral. Howard Webb from old. You remember when there was a mock-up when Ryan Babel put a mock-up of him with the United jersey? That's how deep it was when Howard Webb was referee. So to ask him to actually make the PMOG better, I mean, no, no,
It's a joke, man.
no.
Okay. I understand
No,
people.
let's agree on something. The level of football, the entertainment the Premier League provides, the fans, the stadiums, everything is perfect. The only thing which is not up to the standards are the referees. That's the
and
only thing.
the offside assistant
Yeah, the whole
software.
system.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit. That one.
that's gonna change because starting from week 32, they will be introducing the semi-offside system, which has been used by the UEFA. That, in
The one they
theory,
used in the FA Cup.
I'm not sure if they used it in the FA Cup, but
Yeah, I think they
they're
did.
using it in the Champions League and the UEFA competitions. And in theory, that will eliminate, let's say, all the debate, makes it faster, at least, to conclude the offside. So that, having said that, that will be a big chunk out of the referees. But you know, something needs to happen when it comes to VAR. The system as it is not working. Probably a suggestion to have another VAR unit to support the first VAR, because to put it all on one, I'll call it a referee. It's a VAR referee. He's also a person. You need two of them to have a discussion. If that person has a bias or is competent, then yes, it's the same as having a biased referee on field. It's the same. Nothing will change.
Well, you can't have two in that case. You'll have to have three because
Three,
two, one
two,
would say yes, one would say no, and then that's it. You have to
yeah,
have three,
yeah,
as a
yeah.
vote.
The thing is that they need to think about something, because as it is, it's not working.
No, no, no. Completely agree. I think I think it's an embarrassment to the Premier League. It's what it is. This the decision making, and I bring up a few decisions made this year that it always seems to happen against the teams that and I'm not saying this it's a conspiracy or anything. Well, maybe I am, but it always seems to happen against Arsenal when they're going for the title, Liverpool when they're going for the title, but it never seems to happen that much to Man
City,
City for
no,
some reason.
no.
I mean, I let's be honest. I remember the Everton penalty against City. I remember the Wolves penalty. I remember sorry, the Man City penalty against Wolves. And there's a few decisions that are crystal clear to everyone besides, of course, the fans of the team that the decision went for. But like the three red cards for Arsenal this season. I mean, sorry, they're an embarrassment. I mean, what's his name wasted more time today. The Everton goalkeeper wasted way more time today, and he didn't get a yellow card. Okay, when it was still 0-0.
Yeah, yeah. Just look at the challenge with the Brighton match with Arsenal, where they've got one of their players sent off. It's way less than what we've seen today.
Exactly, exactly.
Way less, way less. So all we're asking, guys, is to have consistency. You either allow it or you don't allow it, and it has to
Allow it
apply
everywhere. Exactly.
has to
Yes.
apply to all. Simple. You can't cherry pick whenever you want to apply it, whenever you don't want to.
I think what needs to happen, Maz, is that after every week, referees need to have a meeting, all of them, VAR and linesmen, you name it. Sit down, guys. This decision was wrong. That decision was right. This decision was wrong. That decision was right. And it keeps on happening every freaking week because apparently they're doing nothing besides getting a call. Oh, by the way, you're going to referee this match next week, buddy. I mean, I don't know what happens with these guys. What Howard Webb is trying to hand over to his referees. No, no. I mean, really, it's. I mean, Howard Webb. What you guys are doing is embarrassing. Okay, it is. Believe me, I would have been fired a long time ago if I did half the mistakes that your boys have been doing and be a manager of those guys. It's oh my God. You know what? Regardless of the referees, let's go back to the game. What did you think of it, Maz?
Well deserved. A win well deserved. All in all, both halves, even the first half, which Liverpool didn't really play up to our level, way better than Everton. Everton came only with one game plan, sit deep and try to catch us on the counter. I thought in the second half, yeah, we were much better. We improved a lot. I'm happy that Jota got that goal because prior to that, he didn't do much good. Maybe this will lift him up. It was one of these goals, the Jota of the old. I hope he can come back. The rest, it was a nerve-wracking experience, I would say. Keep it till the end, 1-0. Give Everton the couple of corners and free kicks. This is exactly what they're looking at. This is exactly what happened in the first match. We shouldn't have been doing it again, but anyway, it is what it is. My main worry was Salah and Van Dijk. Van Dijk was nowhere to be seen in the first 60, 70 minutes. Maybe he's tired from the internationals. He played two tough matches against Spain. Salah has started to becoming a trend now because this is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is his fifth week being totally absent, nowhere to be seen. Is it a dip because every player is entitled for? He took us so far this season. I hope so. But the rest, yes. I mean, Diaz was for me was brilliant. He was everywhere. He tried.
Yes,
He tried. Like he's a hard worker, but he's not the finished article. He doesn't have the last touch. Uh, Surprisingly, which I didn't expect, Curtis Jones was brilliant.
he was man of the match in my books.
I mean, I would
I
go
mean,
even further. He's the best. That was the best right back performance the whole season. He did
the Real Madrid one
the
for
Conor Bradley.
Bradley,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
But I,
he
you know
didn't
what?
he didn't
He is
do
a
much
right
wrong.
back. This guy isn't. No, no, no. I completely agree with you. I think Curtis Jones showed a level of calmness. You know which one specifically I liked? It's that lob lob ball that came into the penalty area
And he
and
and
he
he,
kicked
he
it
cleared
out.
it.
It was
Yeah,
offside. Don't
yeah.
get me wrong. It was offside.
He
But the
cleared it.
way he cleared it,
Yeah, brilliant.
I
Brilliant. I
mean,
mean,
honestly,
hats off for him to be thrown in a position which is not his natural. By the way, he's not. This is not the first time he plays at right back. This, I think, the third or the fourth time.
oh, really?
Even Klopp played him. I still remember the first match he captained Liverpool was in the FA Cup or in the Carabao Cup. And then was the experiment of playing Trent in the midfield, if you remember. Curtis Jones
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah.
playing the right back, and
Hmm.
Trent was in the midfield, and he played the right back. He played it also with the under 21 or under 23 for England.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's not his first time, but again, it's not his natural position to be thrown into that position and to do so well. I mean, hats off for him.
I, I,
It
I
is what it
completely
is.
agree. Couldn't agree more. I mean, he was brilliant. With all due respect, Van Dijk, first, as you said, first 60 minutes was a shadow of who he, I mean, it was those mistakes that
Yeah.
Maguire would make. Okay. I think Konate was way better than him in that period. Still wasn't great, but I think he was more awake to the situations that were happening in the first half specifically. McAllister, after that challenge, I thought that he dropped a bit in the game. Still not zero, but he wasn't up to the level, and it's expected because South Americans have a long way to travel to England, and it has a toll on them. Luis Diaz to me was brilliant. From our front three, it was him. Um, Gakpo when he came on, I mean there wasn't much action. I think we pulled back by then, but still, Luis Diaz. If it wasn't Curtis Jones being so great, Luis Diaz would have taken my my
Yeah,
pick for man
me
of the
too.
match,
Me
really.
too. Me too.
I was upset with him at the start. There was some ball controlling that I mean, the one on the thigh and then twist his ankle, that drove me crazy. But then all of a sudden, he just blew up after those two attempts, and caused a lot of chaos on the left. But Jota, up until the goal, he had a chance before that also. I thought the
Yeah,
turning
yeah,
point was Gravenberch's attempt. You saw that, right? That
yeah,
shot that dipped last minute, and Pickford. But after that, we really controlled the game. We were at it. We needed something to lift up the fans, lift up the whole team, and I think the Gravenberch shot was that exactly.
yeah, yeah. A much needed win. The 12
Oh,
points cushion remains.
oh my
Uh,
God, yeah.
and I think I would dare to say we've got one hand on the trophy. I mean, to lose 4 matches out of 8 and Arsenal to win all 8 matches is a big ask.
Especially with the Champions League, the two Champions League games that
Yeah.
they have, and
And
without Gabriel also,
without Gabriel, that's going to be a big ask.
and Timber
Uh,
maybe
and
is
and
injured
to
also.
be honest, by the way, credit for Arsenal. I mean, with all the injuries that they have, to be still in the top two, fighting for that in the Champions League, I have to give it for
Of
to them.
course, of
Credit for
course.
them. It's brilliant what they've done.
I
Don't,
I feel sorry for them because do I feel sorry? Maybe not. But I just feel that it should have been their season, really. Now, question comes in, and we talked about this in the game, Maz. Is Klopp really the deal? Now, second half, he switched things around without
slot.
changing personnel.
You mean slot?
Sorry, Slot. Yes, my apologies. Yeah, Klopp is
Klopp
the real
was
deal.
the deal. Was
He
the real
he
deal.
it
Will
still
always
is.
be the real deal.
Exactly. Is Slot, is he really?
It's
Is he up there? Is can we? I mean, look, he's winning. He's at the top of the league. Yes. Is he really? I mean, I
numbers.
don't,
Well, if we talk about numbers, numbers don't lie. We've lost only once this season. We're top of the league. We've got 12 points cushion. Uh,
eight
did
games to
we
go.
grind it in some games? Yes, but all champions do that. Now the question: if I remove Salah from the equation and I take all his goals and assists, where would Liverpool be?
Well, you
But
can take the goals, but not the assists. Let's put it that way. Yes. Where would we be? Yeah.
middle team. But again, you can't look at football as this because it's a unit, it's a system. So obviously we're doing something really good in the midfield. Obviously we're doing something really good in the defense because we're. It's not only about Salah. The thing is that you still get to feel this is Klopp's team. I mean, sometimes the certain ways when we do these fast transitions, this is Klopp's signature. Uh, the tweaks, yes, you see it. We're a bit more holding on the ball. Midfield has more, let's say, room to maneuver now because it was, with Klopp was it much faster. If he wins the league, he immediately gets another 3 years to experiment in it, no matter what. It's not going to be the Vanieri after Leicester. No way Liverpool will drop that level. So I do believe if he goes and buys a decent striker, if he goes and buys a decent left back, we have a decent one in Robertson, but age is kicking, so you need someone. If he goes and buys a defender, a cover up for Konate and Van Dijk, I can see us only getting better.
Uh, well, to be honest, yes, I agree. I must agree. But the problem is we have this thing about our boys is the season after we won it, remember? It was a total collapse.
Yeah.
Now you blame it on the injury of Van Dijk. That's an excuse of bottlers and losers. Sorry. I thought,
Well, it wasn't the injury of Van Dijk. It was the injury of Van Dijk,
yeah,
Matip,
I know,
Gomez.
nine others. Yes,
Uh,
nine others. But still, um, we, besides the injuries, before the injuries, we were shit.
Well, you'd expect after winning the championships, yes, they will be a little bit they will be a little bit relaxed. But anyway, let's keep this to the next season. Let's win it first,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Let's
then we'll
focus on
we'll
one thing.
talk we'll talk about it.
Yes.
Uh, uh,
I want to talk about the rest of the week, if that's okay with you. We'll go through the matches one by one. And yeah, we oh sorry, yesterday. So yesterday, Arsenal Fulham. What did you
yeah,
think of that one?
yeah. I thought it would be a little bit more easier for Arsenal after it went 2-0. I thought they took the foot off the gas and they were a little bit relaxed. They nearly paid for it. If Muniz had got that free header, I think it would have been 2-2.
What do you
But
think of Munez?
uh, he's good, but he reminds me of Nunez sometimes. He misses chances. I mean, he
The
misses
chances he misses are like,
ridiculous chances.
I swear,
But
they could give
but
anyone a heart attack.
this is Arsenal also. They can dominate you, bully you for 70 minutes, and then out of nothing they lose
Switch off for
interest.
a few minutes,
Yeah,
yeah, and then put themselves in. You know what? That's kind of, yeah, Liverpool in a nutshell. Also,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, we have that same issue. It's just City doesn't have that. Well, City
no,
had that this year, but yeah, no one else. I couldn't agree more. I thought Fulham, um, yeah, they should have done they should have done better, Fulham, throughout the game. The issue I see for Arsenal, which I feel sorry for because I really was rooting for them to win the Champions League this season. But losing Gabriel is going to be a big ask, especially when you don't have Ben White and Calafiori and the rest to replace him. They're not central midfield, sorry, central defenders, but still they could do the job. Wolves, West Ham, 1-0. You got
yeah,
that one wrong.
yeah. Uh, does it matter? Both are safe. Both are hanging above the relegation zone, but I don't think Ipswich will catch them. There's a huge gap between them. Uh,
But it's a great win for Wolves. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
finally they're getting the results that
yeah.
they deserve for the performances
And
they put in.
and it brings us back to the point. Maybe we'll discuss it in a different time. Why to change something which is working? David Moyes was okay in West Ham. They won the European Conference League. They were a mid-team, yes, but what what are you expecting? You change the whole system, you gamble, and now you're way back to the 15th and 16th position. I mean, I don't get it sometimes.
I really like that the way he said that. Yes,
Yeah,
I thought it was a mistake too, but and just give him time. He'll. This is what United did when they fired him. I think they should
yeah.
have given him more time.
Let's jump to the United one then.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fun.
It, sorry, buddy. United. I saw the highlights. And Nottingham Forest had one
Yeah,
chance only, and it shouldn't have been a chance. Looking at, this question goes out to the United fans, not and to you, Maz, please. Um, Elanga, he took it from outside the box,
yeah,
his box, defending, and all the way through, and scored from I think just almost outside the box, right?
yeah.
How did that happen? Garnacho following up and tackling him. You didn't get the ball. You didn't get the player. You did nothing. I mean, United fans, what do you think of this guy? I swear.
Yeah, well, they sold him. Yeah, I bet they regret it now.
They
Uh,
sold Elanga, you mean? But yeah, I'm
yeah.
talking about Garnacho.
No,
I mean, honestly,
Garnacho is okay, but if you look at the stats, I mean, they should have won it, by the way. I know they
yes.
didn't play
I
that well,
saw the
but
chances.
they
I
should
saw
have
the
won it. They should have won it easily, 2 or 3-1.
23 shots,
Uh,
six on target. Man of
yeah,
the match was Sells. As I always said, he is the goalkeeper of the season in my
I
books.
I hate to say it for United fans, but you make Ten Hag look really good.
Yeah.
He would never
Yeah.
been in that position where
Well,
United is
he
now.
kind of he
He
kind of brought
created
in,
it, yes,
yes.
but with him. was ups and downs, but they were never that low. Now it brings us back to Amovium. Are you willing to stick with him? Yeah, good luck. Then you need to change at least half of the team. Wait for another couple of years. I don't believe in a manager who cannot tweak his system. He plays in just in one way, and that's it. It's the same. Look, it's the same. What happens now in the Netherlands with the PSV and Bosch, the trainer, that won the league last season. But he's very well known that he plays with one system only. He cannot tweak it. So once the other teams figure out how to play against him, he's clueless, and that's happening with the United. And we can say that the players are not suited for the system. So what's the plan actually? Let me finish the season, finish it at 15th, and because the players are not suited to the system. Didn't you do the due diligence before you hired Amovium? Did it Amovium look at the players before he said, okay, you know what, I'll jump mid-season, I'll take the team, knowing that these players are not suited for his system?
He
Should
didn't
he
think it would be
change?
that difficult, Mazen.
I mean, now football is such a strange place. Now he gets praised because he's not abandoning his principles. What does that fuck mean?
I
He's
have
not
no
I mean,
idea.
you're losing week in, week out. You're 15th in the league, and you get praised because you're not abandoning your principles. You're losing. Your principles don't work. That's the whole point. You need to change them. So United is such a mess. Unbelievable.
I, I can't say anything else. I think you covered the whole thing. Yes, I believe. I don't know if it's going to get any better next year. I mean, they're going to have to spend a lot of
Would
money
it
that they don't have.
would it get worse? I mean, they're 15. Worse is relegation.
Well, we talked about United a couple of episodes ago, and I really truly thought that they'll score like four or five. Maybe they should have. I'm not saying no. They put in the performance, which was way better than their previous performances, but is it really a performance? Because we know that Nottingham Forest likes to play like how Everton did today. They catch you on the counter attack. They've got speed in their
Yeah.
up front, and they've got goal scorers that need
Well,
a few chances, really.
I put it this way. He came out. Amovium came out after the match and he said, we're progressing. There's the progress, but you don't see it because of the results." Well, let me put it this way. Southampton played very well the first 15 matches in this season. Beautiful
Exactly.
football,
Beautiful
but they didn't
football.
get results. They sacked him. O'Neill played very well with Wolves
Oh my
the
God.
first half. He's a good manager. They played beautiful football, solid. He got sacked. The results. So how do you look at it? I mean, just because you're playing better, you think it is good. Anyway, they're stuck with him at least till the next season. They can't afford to sack him. And if they sack him now, it's really embarrassing.
Yes, it's going to look
So
really bad on
so
the team.
they will back him up in the summer. They will sell a couple of, by the way, good players. I mean, Rashford is doing really well with Aston Villa, really well with the national team. So the problem is with the club, and the problem is with the manager. How this is how I see it, because he's doing wonderful now with Aston Villa. Almost all the Anthony is doing wonders with Real Betis.
Oh my God, yeah.
Almost all the players who left are doing really good. So they're not bad players. They're decent players, but it's either the club or the manager.
Mm, couldn't agree more. Okay, today's matches: Bournemouth, Ipswich, 2-1. Ipswich.
I was surprised, but
So I think,
I was surprised because Ipswich, they're not throwing the towel. I mean, they have 9 points gap. It's huge when you've got like only 8 matches left, but they're not throwing the towel. They're playing beautiful football. The only thing that
yeah.
Ipswich were the victims of their own success. I thought they should have stayed. The plan was to stay in the championship for a couple of seasons and then go to the Premier League because they were a work in progress. But it just caught them that, okay, now in the Premier League. They're a little bit immature in certain ways, but in terms of football, they're doing very well. Beautiful.
Yeah, the lap rumors that four Premier League sides want him already, one of them being United. Yeah, maybe. Well, United do need a goal scorer, to be honest, because Garnacho,
Uh,
Hoyland, and Xerxes aren't
yeah.
much of those.
Is he the answer? Yes, probably yes, because, and I have to admit it, he's a product of the City Academy.
Oh,
The City
really?
Academy really produces good players. I mean, look at Palmer, look at Foden, all these guys. So Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he moved on. But the price tag, you think about 50, 60, 70 million, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going
You,
to be a big ask for United because they need a lot, not just one player. They need plenty
yeah.
of players, really.
Well, they're gonna sell a few players. They will get some money.
So what? So what? I mean, you sell a player for 50, you're going to replace him with a 75, right?
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, you sell two players to get a decent one. Brighton, Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa. I thought Aston Villa is putting the shift now. Solid
Yeah,
to
unfortunately,
solid
Brighton.
solid
Yeah,
towards the end. Brighton, the FA Cup took its toll on them. Obviously, the 120 minutes.
yeah.
But Aston Villa is a solid team on their day. It's hard them
Rashford,
not.
Asensio, and
Yeah,
Marlon.
yeah.
Oh my
If they
God.
if they
Uh,
manage to keep them next season, Rashford and Asensio, if they manage to buy them, yeah, they've got a solid team.
yeah, I think Rashford for them
Yeah,
would be a good signing, really. Man City, Leicester 2-0. They kind of finished it off in the first half, and
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
No
Jack
surprises
Grealish
there.
and Marmoush.
No surprises there.
Yeah, I mean he's Marmoush looks like the real deal.
Yeah,
I think yeah, he's a great signing to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really convinced with some of the rest of the City players, but anyway, it's the end of the season. They know they're not going anywhere. It's just
yeah.
fighting for top four.
They've got the FA Cup. Stay in the top
Yeah,
four. That's the maximum.
yeah. Newcastle Brentford 2-1. Newcastle.
Well, apparently they didn't have the hangover, so
No,
so they're
no,
focused now on trying to sneak into the top. I would say top five now because the fifth will get a place in the Champions League. So trying to sneak into that top five, get Champions League football next season. Because without Champions football next season, I would doubt some of their players will stay. Spe-
exactly.
Especially Isaac. I mean, he won't. He's gone definitely.
For me, I would love him. I would love
Yeah,
to see him in the red shirt. Southampton, Crystal Palace. Southampton were up first, and then Crystal Palace last minute of the game, 90 plus two, scored an equalizer.
yeah.
So unfortunately, didn't really give their fans much to cheer about.
No.
But a
A
draw
point.
against Crystal Palace, who are in form, really, is not bad.
No, I think it for them it's just to enjoy the remaining eight matches.
Well, you'll see they'll start racking up some points now because
Yeah.
that's it. You've
They're
got
playing
nothing to
without
fear.
yeah, they're playing without
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah. Our game, we go back to that one. Um, Maz, what drives me crazy is that we're not scoring enough.
We're wasting a lot of chances of the
I
season
mean,
so
let's
far.
be honest, we didn't really create many chances this game. I mean, before we used to waste those, sitters, I would
Yeah.
say a few of them, but
Yeah,
now
I wouldn't
it's
judge on
scaring
this.
me.
I wouldn't judge on this match. I mean, it's Everton. They're playing low block and it's David Moyes. They're really well organized. It's not easy to
Yeah,
create
but the
clear
goalkeeper didn't
cut.
make many saves, man.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest.
because almost every single shot was blocked by two or three players. If you remember, every shot there
True.
was like two or three sliding in front of them. So it's not easy to create, and it's a derby and the pressure. Let's see next match against Fulham because that's away. And Fulham is a decent team in form,
Yes.
so we'll see if they're up to it, if they play, if they create chances. I don't think Fulham will play that deep. They will attack. And let's see what's gonna happen. Today was just about the 3 points, no more, no less.
No, no,
Let's
no.
see.
I agree. I mean, 3 points is 3 points. I don't care how, but we, um, I thought Everton, if you base it on what they did in the first half, Everton deserved something from the game. Okay. Now, the second half, is where it surprised me a bit because I think Slot got it right and Moyes definitely didn't because he threw five players on, I think.
Yeah,
He made five changes and they didn't even put a decent attack together. There was
no,
one with Harrison that
yeah.
that was the only one that was really scary. But I mean, yes, the corners and all that stuff,
No, I
we
think
judged on that too.
his game match would have worked perfectly if he was a bit more lucky and that ball didn't hit the post.
Yes.
If that went in, I would doubt that we'd have ended 3 points for Liverpool because they would
No.
have set even deeper. They were really unlucky with that one, and
Yeah, I
this was his
agree. Yeah,
this was his game plan. But sometimes you need a bit of luck to win the championship, and we deserve that.
definitely.
After
Definitely.
after
I think
coming twice second with 97 points, I mean, we deserve a little bit luck.
yeah, we do. I completely agree. I think all in all, it's well deserved 3 points. Klopp kind of, sorry, Slot kind of covered himself in glory in a bit of glory for the second half changes that or the tweaks that he made, but this can't go on, man. I mean, I, to be fairly honest, I've already lost my hair. I'm not prepared to have a heart attack from now to the end of the season. Okay,
No,
I
I'd,
did
I'd
enjoy
suggest
it.
I suggest you enjoy it because, as I said, we've got one hand on the trophy. By the way, it's the story of Liverpool this season. We're always better in the second half. Credit for him. It means he's reading the match good. But again, brings you these questions. Why don't we start the same every single match? We've
I
done that
agree.
against City, Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain, the second one. A few of the matches where we started from the beginning, really focused, but the rest is like, okay, we're riding our luck. Anyway, it's still his first season. I'll give him time to get to know his players.
I
Uh,
just need it to be over, Maz.
and winning,
I
yeah,
didn't enjoy
it's
this
it's
season.
uh,
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's almost over.
I know the one that we won, COVID came in and ruined it for me.
Now this time
But
we'll have a parade, unless I don't know, a disaster will hit.
unless, yeah, exactly. You know what? We've done that before, so I don't want to. I don't want to even talk about that. I don't want to entertain the thought. Well, I just wanted to say thank you because I do believe that I kind of begged you to do this episode because of obviously you
After
screaming
after
your head
all
off.
the yeah, after all the shouting, I'm surprised I can even
Yeah,
speak now.
you know what? Thank God we didn't do a watch along.
Yeah,
It would have been really, really terrible. But you would have. Let's put it this way: you would have learned a lot
uh,
about foul language, my friends.
yeah,
Honestly, please send us comments. We do read every single comment. We try to respond to them as much as possible. You know, give us a like if you enjoy the content. Subscribe, of course. And if you don't like it, by all means, even a thumbs down, but tell us why. We accept criticism, and as we always promise you, it can only get better.
yeah.
Well, Maz, anything to add?
No, enjoy the rest of the evening.
Oh, thanks a lot,
Uh,
man. I'll try. Yes, I'll try.
and we'll see you before the games of next weekend.
Yes, we will.
Cheers,
You
buddy.
take care, buddy. Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye
See
bye.
ya. Bye.